The hypnotic spiral tightened its grip, pulling Nanda through a dizzying tunnel of black and white. A vortex unlike any she had ever encountered before. The world around her dissolved into a chaotic blur, the familiar boundaries of time and space dissolving into a mesmerizing dance of contrasting shades. She felt a strange sense of detachment, as if her consciousness was separating from her physical form, floating through an endless void of swirling patterns and disorienting sensations. And then, with a sudden jolt, she found herself in a sterile white room, devoid of any features or decorations. The stark contrast to the chaotic whirlwind she had just experienced hit her like a blow. This place was unsettling in its stillness, the silence broken only by the soft hum of unseen machinery and the faint echo of her own shallow breaths. Where was she? Grace's cozy cottage? No. Egypt's golden sands? England's verdant hills? None of those familiar places. She wasn't even in a recognizable time period. Panic clawed at her throat, a cold dread seeping into her bones. Had she gone too far? Had the accumulation of the rifts finally broken her, casting her out into some timeless void, a prisoner of eternity? Hold on. I've heard about places like this, she thought, her fur prickling. But then she noticed the lack of padded walls and restraints. She wasn't in a straitjacket. Oh. Her claws scraped against something smooth and cold, plastic. She glanced down to see raised dots, similar to braille, beneath her paws. Everything was white. Plastic walls, plastic floor. Even the air seemed to have a sanitized sterility to it. It wasn't a padded cell, so her experiences weren't the result of a mental collapse, right? Nanda rose cautiously, her tail flicking. Her sharp eyes darted around the room, scanning for any clue, any detail that might explain where she was, or when she was. The air felt heavy, artificial, as though even time itself was under strict control. And then, like a ghost stepping through a veil, a figure materialized in front of her. A woman in a crisp white coat, her face kind but unnervingly calm. She looked real, too real to be just a hologram. Yet something about her presence felt off. Nanda, the woman said softly, her voice soothing yet clinical. How are you feeling? Nanda's ears flattened, her fur bristling. How do you think I feel? She wanted to snap, but all that came out was, where am I? Her voice sounded small, almost foreign to her own ears. The woman smiled gently, but the warmth didn't quite reach her eyes. You're safe now, Nanda. You've been returned to present zero. Present zero? What did that even mean? Nanda's tail lashed as her mind scrambled for answers. Her memories, a jumble of historical figures, fantastical creatures, and impossible events, felt like they were slipping through her claws. What is this place? She demanded, finding her voice at last. What's present zero? The woman's expression softened further, but the edges of her form flickered slightly, like a poor reception on a television. It's all right, Nanda. It's all over now. You're home. Home? Nanda's green eyes narrowed. This place didn't feel like home. She wasn't even sure what home meant anymore. The things she had seen, the people she had met, they had changed her. She wasn't the same cat who had stumbled into this extraordinary journey. Is it? She whispered, more to herself than to the woman. The figure smiled again, but her outline flickered once more, growing hazy and indistinct. The white walls of the room rippled like water, and the sterile floor seemed to dissolve beneath Nanda's paws. No, Nanda murmured, stepping back instinctively. Her heart raced as the white room melted away, replaced by the swirling chaos of the temporal vortex. The woman's form disintegrated, her soothing voice fading like the final notes of a song. As the vortex engulfed her once more, Nanda understood. This wasn't the end. It had never been the end. It was a transition, another ripple in the vast and unpredictable stream of time. She braced herself, claws gripping the unseen currents, as the storm of colors and shapes roared around her. Her journey was far from over.